It's the human garbage can coming in for video number 2 for the evening because, again, lazy asshole me. So, we're gonna do the Christmas eyes now. Are we so excited? Again, if you're not used to me, you're gonna be very confused by these videos because I'm weird as fuck. Hello, welcome aboard. Okay, so running in my face. That's in another video. Post after this one because y'all want this one first, and Christmas is fucking tomorrow. Christmas Eve. So, I'm starting with the NYX glitter primer. I just use it as my primer in general because it's a really good little primer, and your makeup will not go anywhere. So, let's just slap this on our eyeball and hope for that. So, we're hoping lightning strikes twice because, well, I did this yesterday and it looked really cool. Might not look so cool today, so, can you do the fucking most? I did this. I can't blame you. I asked if you wanted this. So, now I'm just setting that. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills in the Shadow Fresh. Doing my super bougie Anastasia Beverly Hills little magnetic quad. They had a sale at Ulta. I don't buy this shit on my own accord. So we're just fluffing all that white shit in there. Let me do this. We're being effective today with our educational, and I know that nobody has half these things. So basically, if you have, oh god, this is how I shatter my eyeshadow. It's what it is. It's a flesh toned, slightly lighter than flesh tone. So that's that. What's a good? This has one. This one in the upper corner. This is Makeup Revolution Iconic Pro 2. Let's see. Let's ransack our entire fucking palette collection, Tartless Tease. Upper white hand corner. Y'all get the drift. You get an off-white, more skin tone shadow, and you set your primer with it. So you do that. Then you take Kat Von D Pastel Goth because, let's face it, I creamed my pants for Kat Von D. So Pastel Goth. I'm going to take on my big fluffy blending brush, if I can find it. There you are. So this is just a big fluffy blending brush, and it's called the Eye Blender. It is literally my favorite blending brush. I'm taking this it's like a green tone gray, so it's called Dagger. So you just kind of take that. This is going to be our transition shade. So just taking that. We're gonna hit it with some star over here, just to see, because I kind of want that yellow to make that green and that gold pop a little more. So we're gonna experimental. Very lightly, very lightly. You take your nice little light gray. Again, Iconic Pro 2 has. It's a little bit darker, but it has a nice gray up in the corner here. As you can see, they're fairly similar. This, they both have cool undertones, so that's basically what we're going for here. So then you're just gonna very gently fluff this in the crease. And, like, literally doesn't even need to be precise. You're just getting fluffy. Very fluffy. See? Fluffy. And I really like how that turned out. So if you have a yellow, gently tap the shit in there. So what we're doing right now, education moment, is so we see how fluffy and like diffused this looks. Like, oh my god, such blend, blendy, blendy, blend. There's a theme in my life. I like things to blend. I like people's hair to blend. I like people's eyeshadows to blend. If it doesn't fucking blend, I'm not happy. So it's all about the blend, the blend, the blend. And Trainer had it fucking wrong. It ain't about that base. So, sorry, Megan. You're right. Pretty cool sometimes. I'm not gonna get too busy floating your boat because Me Too was fucking weird. So we're going to go in with Gloom, which you can see in the lineup is a very. You see how Dagger and Gloom almost look alike? Because they do. But Gloom is more green, and Gloom we want more in a precise place. So this is a transition shade, what we just did with the gray. It's how you diffuse and make things fluffy and nice and blended. Don't have another example for Gloom. Make a cool tone green. I'm sorry. So this is a little tiny, my Real Techniques crease brush. This is just a little bit more specific. You'll see what I mean. So this one, I just kind of like honestly swirl this in the corner first every time I use it. And then I kind of like make like a pivot point almost. And then like, yeah. And then this one, we're just gonna kind of like roll the excess around up here too to kind of get that green to go there without like outright being like, don't want to do that. And the reason I always start in the outer corner is because you have all this product on your brush. And wherever you place the brush first, you have to think, like, say you have like a wet, like, stamp. Wherever you put the stamp down first is where it's going to put the most, like, you can keep stamping after that, but you're going to have like the most deposit. Yeah, that word right there. I'm trying to think out of my 700 palettes what I have that is like this at all. So then next we're taking our baby, the Metal Matte palette, aka the best fucking palette Kat Von D has ever made, and I swear to God, if you made this a permanent part of your collection, I would give you a kidney if you ever needed it. I'd probably give you a kidney if you asked me for it anyway, Kat Von D, but I'm just saying how much I love this fucking palette. Okay, now that my fangirl moment is over, you can see there's reasons why, because there's so much happening here. So we're going to take Moss. It's a nice dark Stiveco. Very cool tone green and a very, very, very dense brush. This is the Morphe M431, which is a very, very tiny, as you can see, it's very tiny. So we're going to take that, and we only placed it, we just tap it straight in the powder, and then we're going to do this. You go, and this is literally just to like carve out the outer V. So you take it and you carve the V. Again, I stamped it like this first because stamp, you deposit. Stamp it. And then you swipey swipe. You get pissed because you put too much powder on your brush. And then you fall out on your cheek. In here. So I'm just using kind of like the excess to help kind of like diffuse that V a bit. And then slowly drag it through there. So see the shape? Very different shape than I usually do, but here we are. So okay, now I have to do it on this side. I swear to God, doing something like this is worse than like putting winged eyeliner on. So we're not going to add anything to this yet, but we're going to keep this guy by hand, or on hand, on deck, on whatever. So now I'm just going to use this because this is a very good brush for this, and because we have that lighter green on there to kind of fluff out and diffuse. I feel like I'm like talking about bombs. Okay.
Diffuse that dark green. And on this side, I'm going to go ahead and take that green.
Get that built up. And now I'm just kind of rolling it along my entire lid, never going past that crease point.
Okay. And then okay. So now that that's kind of looking like you want it to a little bit, we're going to go back in with that tiny little brush and just barely tap. And then this way. And then there's that fluffing again. There's a lot of blending and fluffing that goes into this. Not to be confused with blending and fluffing, it's a different situation.
So after that, and after Carrie accepts that this looks different in the camera than it does in her mirror behind you, we're going to go in with this gold shade here. It's called Flash. I'm going to take my second finger because it gets enough pressure. And these are super creamy. So, and then I'm just going to take this and press it into the innermost corner the most, and then just kind of casually flick it over there. Right here, you don't have to be super, don't go like crazy, because if you like do get it over there, it's not going to blend super well, but you want to put most, again, your deposit of this on the innermost part of your eyelid, and then just like kind of pat back a little bit. So, and there, we're not where we need to be yet, but we're getting close. So then once again, take this, and you're just going to kind of help smoke those colors together then. So that is, for the most part, the upper lid. And then Kat Von D Alchemist palette. This is probably a better representation of it. It's basically just like four, they all look white right here. That's fucking great. But no, are you going to pick up any other color? Okay, they're kind of. So we're going to take the emerald, which is a green, because it has a green, purple, blue, and pink. And then right on the inner corner of the eyeball, we're going to do that. Pat the excess on your nose a little bit, because it got highlights and schnoz, even with all its fucking grossness. And then might as well pop out your highlighting brush and take your green highlight. Glow for the fucking gods. Hit a little bit. And then, because we just got green in that, we're going to go back in with a little bit of flash and help brighten that gold up again. This is where you want to be precise with this, even though you're using your finger. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're going to take, where did it go? There it is. So this is the NYX Faux Blacks collection. This is Oxblood. It is a red liner. Like, I really don't have any suggestions besides this NYX liner. I wouldn't take my chances with a red lipstick that close to my eye. It's really not that expensive. It's probably like $5, maybe like $7. But basically, so we're gonna do the entire lower lash line. Okay. And while, actually I'm going to set that first before I go back in with anything else. So I'm going to take this brush and the Meet Matte Trimony palette. This is from the Balm. You can get this at Kohl's. And then this, you cannot get this palette anymore though. However, you really want to use, I'm going to use a palette you can acquire, because I don't want to be a dick, because it'll do the same damn thing. So this is Morphe 35 pan palette. This is 35B, which is for bright, which is, so take Matte Kumar and just kind of swirl that in there, and then take this like red-ish orange shade and then kind of dip it right back into Matte Kumar just to get that bright red, and then you're gonna just you can see we got that super bright red now because girl. And then I'm just going to take that original brush that we used to set with that white and just kind of like run that along there, and it kind of helps like blend that line together, and it kind of like brightens it up and makes it a little bit brighter red. So after we do that, we're going to, this is literally clearance it. So it's Femme Couture. It's just a green liner. I know Revlon makes liners. Anyway, basically it's like just like a little liquid liner pen. So I like doing this thing with my eyeliner lately, where instead of doing like a super dramatic upper line, I've been doing like this like tear ducty thing almost. Basically, give me all the glitter liners. Happen. Okay. I could have sworn I used my ink liner yesterday, but oh well. Oh well, it's okay. I guess I've been using Kat Von the tattoo liners forever because I have 2 of them. I swore I had an ink liner. I don't know when I got rid of I don't know when that happened. If these are inaffordable for any reason, are these okay? Don't mind me while I lose my mind. NYX has the Epic ink liner. It is a very good comparison to that. The brushes are very similar on both of those, where it's more of like a paintbrush in a pen, which is why I prefer the Kat Von D ink liner because it is a fixed felt tip pen, whereas this is like a brush tip. So this, I know how to use it, but if you are new to using a pen liner, I would not jump straight into this. It could be very bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and
do a little baby flick. Because I don't want something super crazy. Because I fucking accidentally filled in my eyeliner. That might be wet. Okay, let's try the other one. Oh, you look very wet. That's what she said. I don't know. I mean, she just said it too. It's 2017, I don't judge anybody. Okay. So these little baby wings. And then just make sure you kind of look the corners of that red. And then take the Essence Extreme Lasting. This is where we get weird. This is just kind of
so that just kind of doing that like along your upper just helps everything. Like, see, I don't even have mascara on yet, and I look like I don't have like you can clearly tell I don't have mascara on, but like it doesn't look so bad. It helps kind of like if you aren't gonna put falsies on, which I'm not. Because I look extra as fuck to go watch cartoons right now. It just kind of helps your lash line like look like it's like fuller. So this is Better Than Sex. And I just do this to help like kind of like shape my lashes, and I feel like I can get like right along my lower lash or my lash line. My initial like swipe of mascara, I like to like get as close as I can and then like wiggle it up. But this tube is getting dried up, so it doesn't give like the that I like. So I like to take the Essence Big Lashes and then kind of help fluff everything up. The brush on this is so big though that like I feel like I can't like hardcore get like up against my like root of my lash. But it's very good at like adding like the fluff and volume that I want. So there we are. I do my lipstick, but I think that was a one-time thing, and maybe I'll do a separate tutorial on ombre lips that isn't so like the starkness of using fucking green and red together, because that's kind of challenging, I feel like, for myself and most people who probably aren't super experimental with lipsticks and everything. So like that would be something that would be more fun with something like these two, or even like these two, like, and doing like a very more subtle ombre lip. Yeah, so that's it. guys, hopefully you can have some Merry Festimas with some Christmas lights now, and yeah.